Let's be honest, at this point, Spotify should probably just rename their app the Bad Bunny Fan Club, and some other people too, I guess. The news just dropped, and by dropped, I mean it crashed onto our timelines like a rogue satellite, that Bad Bunny's track NUEVAYOL has officially surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify. This isn't just a win, it's his 29th song to hit the Billions Club. 29! Most artists would sell their literal souls and a kidney just to get one song to 1 billion. Benito is doing it like he's checking items off a grocery list. How is one man doing this repeatedly? Because this isn't luck anymore. This isn't even talent in the traditional sense. Something else is happening here, and by the end of this video, you're gonna see it too. Stay with me, because the twist at the end of this story is the part nobody's talking about. Shh. Turn the volume up, but keep it low. This is Rap Deepest Secrets, the one place the labels can't control, exposing the codes, the cover-ups, the real cost of fame. Help us to monetization by subscribing. Now back to the video. Bad Bunny's NUEVAYOL has officially crossed 1 billion streams on Spotify. Say that out loud slowly. 1 billion streams. To put that in perspective, most artists spend their entire careers hoping to release one song that reaches that number. Bad Bunny has now done it 29 times. Not 29 albums, not 29 years in the industry, 29 individual songs, each with over 1 billion streams, sitting at a catalog that keeps growing whether the internet is ready or not. And NUEVAYOL isn't even one of his most hyped tracks. It's not the song everyone was screaming about. It wasn't a viral TikTok sound. It didn't have a controversial music video or a celebrity feature driving attention to it. It just hit 1 billion. Quietly, confidently, the way someone walks into a room when they already know they own it. Which raises the first suspicious question of this story. Why now? Here's where things start getting interesting. Shortly after Bad Bunny delivered what can only be described as a historically unhinged Super Bowl halftime performance, 123 million live viewers, 4 billion views in 24 hours, NFL Instagram records shattered like they were made of glass. NUEVAYOL didn't just quietly tick over into billion-stream territory. It debuted in the top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100, a song that was already out, already existing in the world, suddenly cracking the top 5 of the most competitive music chart on the planet, not because of a new release, not because of a collab drop, but because one man stood on a football field in New Orleans and reminded 123 million people simultaneously that he exists. DTMF took the actual #1 spot, but the fact that NUEVAYOL, a track that wasn't even the centerpiece of the conversation, was sitting comfortably in the top 5 tells you everything you need to know about what the Super Bowl did for his catalog. It didn't just boost one song, it reignited everything. And here's where it gets suspicious. Before the Super Bowl, before the Billboard charts reacted, before the internet collectively lost its mind over a halftime show that felt less like a performance and more like a cultural takeover, Spotify had already made a move. The streaming giant announced an exclusive concert in Tokyo on March 7th, specifically designed around Bad Bunny's Billions Club catalog. The event, part of Spotify's Billions Club live series, is built to celebrate every track of his that has crossed the billion-stream threshold. Think about that timing for a second. Spotify didn't announce this after the Super Bowl buzz. They didn't wait to see how the culture responded. They had already seen the data, already crunched the numbers, and already committed to an exclusive Tokyo event before most people had even finished processing the halftime show. Which means Spotify knew something the public didn't yet. They knew NUEVAYOL was about to hit 1 billion. They knew the Super Bowl was going to supercharge everything, and they positioned themselves perfectly to be part of the moment, not as a reaction, but as a co-architect of it. That's not a streaming platform celebrating an artist. That's a business making a calculated bet on inevitability. And if you're watching this and thinking, wait, how deep does this go? You are asking exactly the right question. Hit subscribe right now, because this channel is where those questions actually get answered, and we are just getting started. Here's the twist. NUEVAYOL is a song about New York City. The title is literally a phonetic Spanish spelling of New York. The song is a love letter to a city that Bad Bunny, a man from Vega Baja, Puerto Rico, has described as feeling like a second home. It's personal, it's specific. It's not the kind of song that's supposed to transcend borders and rack up 1 billion plays from every corner of the planet. And yet, it hit 1 billion streams. It cracked the Billboard Hot 100 top 5. It became the soundtrack of a Super Bowl aftershock. A song about one specific city, written from the perspective of one specific man's emotional experience, somehow became universally resonant enough to hit numbers that most mainstream English language songs will never see. Why? Because here's what most people miss about Bad Bunny's success, and I say this as someone who has spent a lot of time studying how artists either break through or disappear. Specificity is not a weakness. The most specific, personal, culturally rooted music almost always travels the furthest because it feels real in a way that manufactured, broadly appealing music never does. NUEVAYOL isn't for everyone on purpose. It's deeply unapologetically for a specific experience, and that's exactly why everyone ended up connecting with it. Bad Bunny didn't water himself down to reach 1 billion streams. He stayed exactly who he was, made exactly the music he wanted to make, and let the numbers chase him. 29 times now, and counting. Let's be real for a second, because I've seen a lot of hype cycles in music. Artists blow up, dominate for 18 months, and then quietly fade into remember when territory, while the algorithm moves on to the next thing. Bad Bunny has been doing this since 2016. He is not a trend. He is not a moment. He is a sustained, decade-long phenomenon who has restructured what Latin music means globally, what streaming success looks like, and what it means to build a career on your own cultural terms without compromising. The Tokyo concert isn't just a celebration of streams. It's a statement that his catalog, all 29 billion stream songs and everything still climbing, is a permanent fixture in the history of recorded music. And NUEVAYOL hitting that milestone right in the wake of the most watched Super Bowl performance in recent memory isn't a coincidence. It's a pattern. Every time the world gets a fresh reminder that this man exists, his entire catalog benefits, because when you finally listen to one Bad Bunny song for real, you don't stop at one. That's the architecture of longevity. That's what it looks like when someone builds something that actually lasts. Bad Bunny's NUEVAYOL is now officially a 1 billion stream song, his 29th. Spotify is celebrating with an exclusive Tokyo concert in March. The Super Bowl gave his catalog a second wind that sent multiple tracks surging up the Billboard charts. And somehow, through all of it, he remains the same artist he's always been. No identity shift, no desperate reinvention, no chasing trends. Just a man from Puerto Rico making music about his life and letting the world catch up. If this kind of deep dive is what you've been looking for, real breakdowns of the moments that actually matter in music and culture, then subscribe to this channel right now. We do this for every story worth telling, and trust me, there are a lot more coming. Because with Bad Bunny, there's always more coming.